And second of all, you don't forget the people who helped you, boost you up, and to help you continue whatever you're doing along the way. So I wanted to make sure that I came by. I know that there was some question of whether or not the chief was going to come. One of the things I asked Mr. Renshaw, do you want me to talk about crime? I know a little bit about that, or did you want me to talk about zoning? And I consulted with the director, Ms. Sara Bardin, sitting to my left, and said, well, I've committed myself to something, and I know I can't talk about any particular cases or any subject matter, but what can I talk about? And she came up with process. So what I'd like to do at this time, if you have process questions as we go along, I will be an answer. But I'll just tell you up front, if you start talking about cases, I'm going to exit the room. So that's the rule. If we start talking about cases, I'm going to have to leave the room. And if you ask people around the city, I've done the same thing wherever.
As I have heard it reported, we were going to strive for greater clarity, simplification of some things that people had noted were very complicated, and maybe even get a smaller, more compact and clear zoning code. But it seems maybe they were going in the opposite direction, and I think there's a lot more pages. And I personally find this idea that we have all of these before us now, I mean, it's just daunting for the average citizen to deal with. And so I just wonder where it came from.
Existing code was 1958. There were a lot of things that need to be changed and simplified. Now, the last part of your question is whether we made it easier or not. The jury's still out on that. Okay.
And I'd like to also add that the Office of Zoning is going to be working very hard to create a handbook of sorts that will really make it easy to understand this information. I'm already starting to build the charts that will populate a one-pager, for instance, for every zone, so you can understand what is allowed, what are the development standards, what the purpose of the zone is. So we really hope that this system will make it easier for people to understand these regs.
And I think that's important, because one of the things when I first got on the commission, I had to learn too. When I was asked, when Marion Barry, the late mayor for life, asked me to be on the zoning commission, I really told him no. What is that? I didn't know what it was. But I had to learn it. I had to be a quick study. And one of the things that I saw was leveling the playing field, making sure that everyone was heard, that everyone understood. Everybody doesn't do, I said this the other night, everyone does not do zoning 24/7. Everybody doesn't do it. It should be simplified for the regular resident who's going to be affected. I believe that then, and I believe it now.